Ramon, Steve, you been in a hurricane?
How can you know about Gilbert?
You
You went to
born
the
here.
Yes.
You've never been in a hurricane before?
No way.
Well, you've probably experienced a hurricane before. But many people in the Caribbean have never been through a big hurricane and have no idea just how wild and mighty that force of nature can be.
Wow. Wish I could be in a real huge hurricane. Those winds are awesome.
No, I know that'd be really frightening.
It certainly would be. But can you tell me what causes a hurricane?
I've just seen a satellite picture. You see this giant thing with a black hole in the middle.
Right, well, that hole is called the eye. You see, hurricanes are formed by the meeting of thunderstorms over the sea, and the warm air and moisture that's in the atmosphere gives them the energy to become hurricanes. So because the Caribbean Sea is very warm, especially between the months of July and November, and the atmosphere is very moist, the thunderstorms get the energy they need to become hurricanes.
So why is it that shape?
Well, that's because of the movement of the earth. You see, the winds spin around on themselves.
Like a dog trying to catch its tail.
That's right. You see, in the Caribbean, hurricanes move in a counterclockwise motion. You know how the hands of a clock move? Well, hurricanes above the equator spin the other way. So, what else do we know about hurricanes?
They're dangerous.
That's right. Hurricanes are powerful and destructive and can be dangerous killers. So it's very important that we know what to do before, during, and after a hurricane.
I know what to do before a hurricane.
All right, Rochelle, well, why don't you tell everybody?
Pay attention to the warning given on the TV or radio and listen to the instructions carefully. And remember, take down all TV antennas. And all the glass doors and windows that you have should be boarded up to prevent them from shattering.
And it's very important to have disaster supplies.
That's quite right. So, why don't we put together a supply kit right now?
Yes!
All right, tell you what, Ramon and Rochelle, why don't you guys go inside the house and see what you can find for our kit, while Stevie and Alex and I will sit down and talk some more about hurricanes.
Right, let's go.
What else can we do to prepare?
Just in case, adults should plan an evacuation route. That means plan the easiest and safest way to go to the nearest emergency shelter or strong building, like a school or a church.
Okay, so what is a hurricane like when it gets blowing?
It's wild.
That's right, wild and scary. And when that gets over land, what we get is powerful wind and rain.
That can knock down houses or tear off roofs.
So what can we do to prevent our roofs from blowing off?
The same steel that makes the wall strong during an earthquake goes from the ground to the roof to tie the roof down.
That's right. So what areas of your house should we stay away from during a hurricane?
Glass windows or doors.
Stay away from glass windows or doors, especially if they are taped up, because they can explode and hurt you. Stay out of that room if you can.
Hey, what you
It's
got?
in the box.
Oh, you guys found some supplies?
Yeah, we found all the important stuff.
All right, well, I hope it's really important stuff you guys found.
Yeah, I want to see some unimportant stuff.
We found all different kind of stuff.
All right, well, tell you what, before we look at some of the stuff that you found, let's have a look at this. Well, can you tell us what's happening there?
Well, first the winds and rains are turning all around. And the trees are bending.
And things are flying around.
And then that's the eye.
And what happens after that?
It gets very quiet.
So that means it's over?
No!
Exactly. That just means the eye has passed. The other side of the hurricane is coming. So it's important that we stay inside, because electric lines could be down and pieces of zinc and other objects could be around which can hurt us. All right, let's see what we have for our emergency kit.
We're using this as our container.
All right, I think this looks pretty good. Sturdy plastic container with a cover. Of course, it doesn't have to be something that's exactly like this. It could be something a little bigger, or it could be a plastic bag, or it could even be a carton box or a cardboard box inside, say, maybe 2 plastic bags. That will help to keep the water out.
Well, first you need a radio that works with batteries so that you can listen to all the important instructions and reports during and after the hurricane. And you need extra batteries for everything that uses batteries. Flashlights, candles, and matches. I got lights.
Come on, Steve. You're not only one.
Oh, this is just our Stevie. Pay attention
We're
to
just
him.
preparing for a hurricane, Stevie. We're not going out of space, so you can put up your lightsaber. But of course, you're gonna have to make sure that adults handle these. Now, why is it important for us to have extra lights?
Because the electricity may be turned off during a hurricane.
That's right. Even several days after a hurricane, you may not have any electricity, so it's very important to have these. Now, anything else, Stevie?
Yes, you need clean drinking water. And it must be kept in a clean container with a tight cover.
But, wouldn't we have a lot of drinking water around anyway? Because, after a hurricane, you have tons of water.
Definitely no. The water around after a hurricane could be very dirty and it could have lots of germs and it could make you very sick, even if it comes through your pipe.
It's best to boil water just in case.
I agree. So, what else should we put in our emergency kit?
Tin foods and a can opener. Don't forget the opener.
Cups, plates, forks, and one good knife.
And any medicine that you need to take. Toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrush, and soap. And you need a few plastic bags.
Plaster, bandages, safety pins, and disinfectant.
And we need to put all the things that mustn't get wet into plastic bags and keep them with a water-resistant tin.
Right. So, are we prepared for a hurricane?